When do you have like a, I don't know if there's a date or a moment
Yep.
or whatever when you actually made your decision?
Oh, geez.
Like, was there like just, was it like a revelation? Was it like this one moment where it's like, okay, this is it? Or was it
Oh my
twisting and
goodness.
turning and sleepless nights?
It was twisting and turning and sleepless nights. I had spoken with I was going back and forth in New Japan. I had met at the office a number of occasions, and finally, when they were dealing less with me and more with my agent, that's when things kind of took a turn because we were starting to talk more like dollar figures and dates and creative and all that. But yeah, like the again, like every offer on that, and this is the thing, is like there was no like clear cut like winner in the negotiation phase. It was like, oh, this is easy, like I got to go with this. It was never that, because there's always going to be positives and negatives to every scenario. And I guess I thought the most surprising to me was just how accommodating and how cool it was to discuss future with WWE. Like they were, I didn't think they would ever be in the running. I was like, yeah, I'll hear you guys out, but I didn't think it'd be good because everyone's telling me, well, what to expect, and it wasn't that whatsoever. Like it's nothing but great things to say about them. Just in the end, AEW was the best thing for me, and it's the most exciting choice that I've made in my career. I remember signing my first contract in New Japan, and I was nervous because I was like, wow, like a 2-year contract, that's a lot of time. A lot can change. And now, like with AEW, like I'm signing 4 years.
It's a 4-year deal.
Yeah, so
Wow.
it's like I'm
Wow.
signing 4 years, and I never, it just felt natural. Like I didn't feel nervous. It's a large contract for me, the largest one that I've signed, but I didn't feel like I was making the wrong choice. So it was cool to feel that way. And the cool part too is like with the contract, it leaves me very open for a ton of crossover potential, which is always the most important thing for me, because I don't necessarily want to be remembered for what I do in the ring. I want to be able to cross over into all different kinds of media. So I'm going to be able to do my stuff with esports, and we're going to be able to do all types of stuff with ESPN and all that, and some acting stuff, and the documentary even. It's just like these opportunities now. There's no red tape. It's just it's in my contract where I can freely do those and pursue them, which is great.
That is really good.
Yeah.
That's yeah. So, one of the things that I'm sure everybody wants to know,
Yeah.
and it's probably a question that on today you probably don't have a great answer for.
Sure.
But New Japan Pro Wrestling. I mean, like, okay, your
Yeah.
last match was January the 4th.
Yes.
I know AEW would like to work with New Japan. Obviously, the Madison Square Garden thing with Ring of Honor, that's kind of the politics of wrestling.
Right.
Mentally, I mean, are you, can you go to New Japan? Would you have to go through AEW? And would you be excited to go? Do you want the New Japan guys here, since you obviously are
Right.
going to have some power in that decision making?
I have it specifically written in my contract. And again, like this is something I couldn't have done on the WWE end of things, but I have it specifically written in my contract that I can go anytime I want and appear for New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Okay.
So that it's a question of, I mean, it goes both ways, right?
Yeah.
I can't just yell at a woman or a man on the street, hey, I love you. You want to marry me? Doesn't mean they will, right? But yeah. But this is a case where, yeah, I've made sure that has been written in, and I do have the freedom to appear there. And of course, yeah. I've lost my train of thought completely.
We were talking about New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Right. And appearing for them. Yeah, I just hope that I hope that my last match in Japan wasn't the match against Tanahashi. If so, I mean, it was a great way to go out. I was really proud of the match. But yeah, I feel like there's still a little more for me to do there. And I think that if after coming back, doing the AEW thing after a little while, I think maybe it could even be better for me. And of course, like, doors always open, not only just for New Japan, for everybody. We want to work with all of the best talent in the world. And of course, first and foremost, we have ties to New Japan. Myself, I've worked there for a number of years. The Bucks have worked there for a number of years, and you know, we don't just forget about where we came from. You know, we'll always have a place for the guys that do want to come down and help us have fun.